Alright guys, it's your boy the Comeback Kid, aka Death Muncher, and the only reason I'm calling myself that is because this has to be one of the better comebacks in Black Ops history, free-for-all. And I don't know about one of the best comebacks ever, but it's definitely a pretty good one. It's a free-for-all on firing range using the Mac 10 or 11. I don't know if it's 10 or 11, I don't really care. But basically the gun's not very good. So I thought I'd go out and try and get a gameplay with it, and this one, I didn't even know that I won it when the match ended, and you'll see why. I started off this game very, very badly, very poorly. Probably, I think, 0-5 maybe, and that's why it's an amazing comeback. If you look at the leader score right now, it's 400, and I'm pretty sure that it gets to 700 before I get my first kill. So that's a 14 kill deficit between me and the leader. And the leader's already practically halfway done with the game before I even get started in the game. So that's a fairly large comeback considering that I'm using the Mac 11, which is a below average gun compared to most other SMGs. For example, the AK-74U. Now, I know not a lot of people have heard of this gun. Just kidding. I know that most people think it's overpowered. And I don't know that it's overpowered, but it's definitely overused in my opinion. I was looking at random player cards today in a lobby, and 8 out of the 12 people in the lobby had their most kills with the AK-74U. Now, I don't know how they do that, because my top two guns are the Galil and AK-47. 47, not 74U, so you can calm down. Let's talk about, there's a group in the UK that's trying to put a lawsuit against Activision or Treyarch for releasing Black Ops supposedly unfinished. Not so much on the Xbox 360 side, but more on like the PS3 and PC community. The game has had so many bugs and glitches that they're suing, or at least they're looking to sue. And I'm looking forward to see how this is going to turn out, because maybe it'll keep us, the PS3 and PC community, from being, getting not as good ports from Xbox. Black Ops wasn't a very good port. It was actually pretty poorly done, as it's pretty evident in the gameplay. The first week, at least the first week, the PS3 version I know for sure was unplayable. And I don't know about the PC, but I've heard that there's lots of problems with it, while the Xbox 360 side is just doing dandy over there in 360 land. Now, I know that Microsoft paid for exclusive privileges within the Call of Duty series, but Treyarch ought to be able to deliver a better port than what they did. And I was originally rooting for Treyarch to overtake Infinity Ward as the leaders of the Call of Duty series, but I don't know what's worse: a development team that doesn't listen to the community at all, that would be Infinity Ward, or a development team that only listens to Xbox 360 when most of the problems happen to be on the PS3 and PC platforms. Now, I know you got to give Infinity Ward even a little leniency, because they were going through the whole development team breakup when Vince Zampella and Jason West were being sued. Now, the only real thing I can see is to get the PlayStation 3 side better. That's the only system I have. That's the only system I play on. Is for Sony to start buying some exclusive things like Microsoft has done. I don't know what. I honestly hope that they go and buy some exclusive privileges from what game, or what is it, Respawn Entertainment, that Jason West and Vince Zampella made. I really do, because they're the ones who started Call of Duty. So hopefully we'll get another good shooter series from them. And when the time comes, I'd rather Sony have those privileges than Microsoft, which is probably going to happen. I'm tired of all the console wars saying that Xbox 360 is better. Each console has its own advantages. Now, I don't want to start a Flameboy war here, but I'm a fanboy myself of the PS3 side. I'll admit it, but the Xbox 360's online experience is so much better than the PS3's right now. It's not even funny. And Sony just needs to start improving it, and they need to, like I said, buy some exclusive rights, which I don't think they're planning on doing. I mean, they have exclusive series, but Xbox has some that are just as good. For example, Sony has Uncharted, while Xbox has Gears of War, which are both third-person shooters, and they're both brilliant games, which doesn't really give either side an advantage over the other. So Sony needs to go out and get some exclusive rights to a big multi-platform game. I can't, the biggest one out right now is Call of Duty, and that's the main game I'm playing. So I don't really have any others in mind that I can think of off the top of my head. But, both consoles are great in their own way, except for Wii. Wii sucks. Just kidding. I actually have a Wii, like I've said before in my other videos. And, they all have their own perks and their own disadvantages. And it's just going to be, I honestly think that Xbox is going to take over. But we'll just see when, especially with that big security breach on PlayStation. They're going to have to make a new console, they say, to overcome it, because it's a hardware breach, not a software breach. So we'll see how that plays out. I know that Xbox was able to overcome practically the same thing. But, it sounds like no more old previous Call of Duty titles for PlayStation, because, as Activision said, they're not going to go back and fix them, which is kind of a disappointment since I just got Call of Duty 4 the other day. But I do know how to start my own lobbies in Call of Duty 4 and World at War, so I should be fine on those if I want to go play them. But I'm excited to see how the lawsuit plays out, like I said, and I'm also excited to see, what system starts to take over. I am kind of planning to get a Xbox 360. It's just a matter of time before I do, probably. But there's so many things I want to get right now. Like, I want to get a HD computer monitor to play on in my room, and then I want to get a HD PVR and a new console. It's just, a lot of expensive things, and with not a lot of money. So we'll see how everything plays out for me. This gameplay is actually starting to wind down. As you can see, I've caught up greatly. It's 1,300 to 1,400. I'm still trailing by 2 kills. Need 4 more to finish. And here's what it comes down to the line. I mean, the lead, I get up by, I'm 1 kill away right now, and then the leader is 1 kill away from winning. And here comes the last 2 kills. Guys, if you like this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Please check out my channel. I'm putting up a lot of Call of Duty, and I also got some Red Dead Redemption, and I'll be putting up some other gameplays. Guys, this has been Death Muncher. Peace.